Good morning. Let's roll the ball around as I switch cameras. And get rid of the share screen. Right. Across the knuckles, up and down each of those fingers. On the wrist. On the thumb pad and on the pad beneath the pinkies. Interlacing the fingers and compressing. And letting go and compressing. And letting go. And one more time. And let's just, easier said than done. Move it around the back as quick as you can in one direction. And then the other. And we're assessing how the feet feel in relation to Mother Earth, where we will drop the ball and compress 3 times in the middle of the foot. Up to the knuckles, going across. Let's roll it across the knuckles. Go to the back of the foot, right above the heel, rotate on the toes. Come to just below the first knuckle and press down. Roll it back slightly to the side of the top of the heel and press down and over to the middle of the 5th metatarsal. Roll it down each of the bones. And scribble. And reassess. And go to the other foot. 1, 2, 3. Up to the knuckles. Rotate on the heel. Today we're going to do the Zach Bush 4-minute exercise. And it's myofascial release in the after class. Let's go back and roll across the top of the heel. And we're going to work on the deltoids and the latissimus dorsi. So we'll get the upper body nice and loose. Press down underneath or below the first knuckle, down a little over to the other side. Roll down the bones. And scribble. Three, two, one. That ball out of the way, reassess. And shake the tree. Or do the energy bounce. Shake the tree. And coming into center, 2 deep breaths. Twisting at the waist, swinging the arms. And let's center. Take a deep breath. And do some ocean wave breathing. Deep breath. One more. Rub those hands together. Form that chi wall. Move the weight from one leg to the other, even if they both stay on the ground. Put all the weight on one side and then in the other. Let that ball move. You do. Move you as you do. And coming back to center. Marching in place, jogging. With 20 seconds left, I'm going to go all out. I'll jog today, I'll run, I'll sprint, I'll go faster. You don't have to, but if you want to pick it up a little, do so. Or do something else that will get that heart rate going for about 20 seconds. Be safe. In 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, 2. 10. 18, 19, and 20. Interlacing the hands. Bringing them up. Stretching for the sky. Behind if you can. Back up to center. And to the side. Other way. Center. And come down, pushing out at the chest. Bring them down. Shrug. Roll back. And forward. Do the progress scapular retraction. And extend and rotate. And the other direction. And rotate the head and the neck and the head. Other way. Nod. And look over your shoulder. Other direction. Back, arm across the body at the throat, pressing on the elbow. Other arm. And bring one arm behind the back, press down. And then the other arm. Fingers out. Pressing back, pulling back. Down. Flopped and wiggling those fingers. Other hand. And down. And flopped. Cross one leg in front of the other and bend, stretching the hamstrings. And come up. Other leg, hinging at the waist. Knees are not locked. Slightly bent. Slight. Come up. Put one foot out. Lift the toes. Stretch the calf. And hinging a little bit at the waist. Other foot. Lifting the toes towards the shin. Spread the legs apart into a lunge. Stretching the inner thigh. Other way. And come back, and let's grab a pole. Let's start with some flip-flops. And then bring it up and over the head and behind if you can. 2, 3, 5. Let's push out. And do a circle in. And out. Laterally. And in the other direction. Stick behind our back. And a crook of the arms and twist. Keep doing this or go back in an extension. Come up. Grab the stick in front. Put it behind you. Your palm in the back is, I'm sorry, you're supposed to put it up here. Palm in the back is facing out. And just go up and down. Watching for the ceiling. Or extend your arm out, opening up that shoulder. So you can see my palm is up on that back one. Let's switch positions. Starting, just going up and down, and perhaps this is all you feel comfortable doing, or you can just extend a little bit, or even more. Opening up that shoulder. Rotator cuff. Bring it up to your neck. Either hold on with your palms or the crook of your arms. Rotate the trunk, keeping the hips and head facing forward. And bring it back. We're going to do, you can either step out and down, or if you can, do a curtsy lunge, crossing your leg across. Don't have to go far down. Let's just do 3 on each side. Come back, stick down, and we're going to hold for 20 seconds on our toes. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. (18, 19, and 20). Come down, up on your heels, 1. 70, 18, 19, and 20, and down. Let's pick up 1 foot, holding it by the toes, stretching the quads and ankle. And a dorsiflex. And then the other. And come down, put the stick down. And I will review quickly the Zach Bush 4-minute workout. It starts with squats, however you feel most comfortable doing it. Just going down a little, sitting down and getting up, whatever you feel. We're going to do 12 relatively fast. Do as many as you can in that period. Arm raise. Big circle. You can also come up through the middle if you have some shoulder issues that make this easier. And finally, military press, no weights, particularly for those who can't raise their hands above the head with weights, but there's no weights involved here. And let's try to do 3 rounds of 12. Starting now, you ready? 1, 2. 9, 10, 11, and 12. 1, 2. 5ths, boing, 1, 2, 3, 4. Keep your shoulders back. 5, 6, 7. Again, keep your shoulders as far back as you can. I mean, it should be even with your ear, if you can. 7, 8, 9, 11, and 12. Good. Shake it out. Take a couple of nice breaths. And let's do 12 more squats. 1. And 12. I'm going to come up to the middle. And 1, 2, 11, and 12. Shake it out. Breathe deeply. And exhale. Come into a count of 4 and then release with a count of 6. pushing it all out. All right, let's do some squats. 1, 2. Eleven and 12. Oh. Very good. Yeah. Excellent. 2 nice breaths. So let's bring one hand up and the opposite knee as high as you can and step forward, and then the other and step forward. Focusing on something in front of you. And if you can, go backwards, otherwise just turn around. And now this time, if you feel up to it, try to turn your head in one direction and then the other. Be good to be next to a wall. And then come in and stand on one foot. You can have a stick next to you or something that you can lean on, a desk, countertop, be next to a wall. I'm going to figure we're at about 13, 14, 15, 19, and 20. Let's go to the other foot. And you don't, if you feel more comfortable with the foot only a couple of inches off the floor, do that. $16, 17, 18, 19, 20. Excellent. Back down. Centering, 2 deep breaths. Fingers and thumb, the base of the spine. Leg comes out and we gather in starlight. Center. Let's do it on the other side. Two deep breaths. Let's open our hearts. Pause on the inhale and send it out. Two breaths. And we'll bring down chi from the heavens. Going down to gather some up. And ending with a rousing aha. Namaste.
I have to go, Tom, so thank you.
Okay, take care. Say hello to Bill.
I certainly will.
Okay.
Thanks, Tom.
Yes. Somebody else say something, or did I miss it? Okay. Do some rolling, as I said before. I'm going to go to the camera on the floor. And grab a ball. And on the rollers, if you have a hard roller, that you could use that today, or a soft roller, doesn't matter. I'm going to use the hard. And I'm also going to use a lacrosse ball. Tennis ball will do. But I got really sore deltoid here. And I could use the hard ball. Of course, we're talking about the back of the upper shoulder here on the arm. And we're going to put the ball down and just lean into it with the arm at a 90-degree angle. And try to find that tender spot or that most tender spot and just hold it. And, you know, you can always give it a little more pressure by picking up your body a bit and leaning into it, if you feel that's beneficial. And right about now, you should do this for at least 20 seconds. Move your arm back and forth. I'm looking out the window at the roof of the next door neighbor where there are a flock of pigeons who are not at my feeder but are on his roof, which he does not like. So I moved the feeder. There they go. Back and forth. And hold. And let's move to the other arm. Same thing. Find that spot. Arms at a 90-degree angle. And just lean into it to a tolerance that you can abide. And then move that arm. 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. I want to roll it around a little bit. And come on up. Now, I'm going to use the roller for a couple of things here on the deltoids. I'm going to start with the deltoid stretch. So you're going to kneel in front of the roller and put your hands on it. Now, if you have trouble kneeling, you could do this same stretch standing. Let me switch my camera just so you know. Let's say you got a kitchen sink or bathroom sink or a counter that's high, just leaning out like this and stretching. You'll feel a stretch right in here in your deltoids. And so you can do it standing too. But let's do it with the roller. We're going to do a couple other things with the roller. So you're putting your hands on the roller and you're basically in what is a child's pose with your hands on the roller. Now you can do this statically by just holding it for 20 seconds. Or you could roll. Coming up and going back. Coming up your forearm a little bit and going back. Whatever moves you, quote unquote. All right, so that's a stretch of the deltoids. Now we're going to roll the deltoids. And we're going to go from right below the shoulder blade, not any further down, up to just below the armpit. And if you're loosening up before exercise, as we often do, you want to find that tender spot. And maybe your legs, you got one sole on the floor, the other stretched out, extended. And you're using that leg on the floor to move back and forth to find that tender spot and When you do, hold. And you can move your arm up and down straight if you can. This point, just lift it a little bit, or you might want to turn your palm up. Make it easier. Keep it straight out, extended. Now, this is good for loosening up before exercise. After exercises, let's say you've been lifting weights or something, you might want to just roll on it back and forth. Again, just go up, down to about the bottom of your shoulder blade, out onto your ribs, and up to your armpit, rolling back and forth for about a minute. And that should help after heavy exercise. All right, let's go to the other arm. We don't have to do the stretch again because we stretched both lats. So we'll just do finding the tender spot. And it may be back towards your shoulder blade. A little. I'm going to roll back that way. There's a spot for me. And hold. And again, just try to move your arm up. Palm up is probably easier. Up and down a few times. And good. And then that would be pre-exercise. Post-exercise, you just roll on it down to about the bottom of your shoulder blade. And let's do it about 10 more seconds. And good. I feel much looser. Ready to go out and shoot some hoop, right? Hey, Suzanne. Everybody good? Everybody looks good. Don't see Hal yet.
Thank you. Thank you. Have a good
You're
day.
welcome. Thank you.
Good night, everybody.
I will.
Thank you, Tom.
You're welcome, Suzanne. Take care. There's Hal. Good.
Take care.
You too. Richard, see you tomorrow.
Thanks, Tom. Yes, I'm all stretched out.
All right, good.
See you tomorrow.
All righty.